We are back. 85 9-12 class, locked and loaded. Check it out. They are 2 deep on the gate. That's right, 2 rows of racing. There's the number 238. We haven't even seen him yet. That is Hayden Deegan. He's lined up against some of the absolute best 85cc riders between the ages of 9 to 12 in America. The number 79 is the guy. That is Jett Reynolds. We saw him early on the opener. Gave us a hot lap, a POV. Jett Reynolds is the all-time winningest amateur motocross rider at his age. He has done so much winning. He's from Bakersfield, California. Puts that bike in gear. And I promise you, he is going to be up towards the front. Hayden Deegan, son of Brian Deegan. He is a ball of fire as well. But it's Ryder DiFrancesco out front, also from Bakersfield, California. They're teammates. And now Jett Reynolds finds himself out front with his teammate right there on the inside. So these kids practice in Bakersfield, California. Deegan has some problems there, gets run into the rear end as the A32 of Chance Hymas, I believe. Some of the absolute premier talent. I will put Jett Reynolds as one of the best riders on the planet in that age group for sure. The 329 of Matthew LeBlanc is KTM's answer to the number 79 of Jett Reynolds. Matthew LeBlanc has beaten him on occasion. So this is like the premier 85cc riders right here. There's Deegan on the 338. There's the 329 of Matthew LeBlanc out of Louisiana. He is going to stick the pass on his teammates. So teammates squaring off. The KTM riders squaring off against each other. The Kawasaki teammates were racing it up pretty hard there on each other. Ryder DiFrancesco now is under the attack of Matthew LeBlanc. And look how fast the number 79 of Jett Reynolds is. He's already starting to get out of frame. Jett Reynolds has won 4 straight years at Loretta Lynn's, 2 titles apiece. And that is our sports premier outdoor amateur championships. It's a national championship put together by the AMA and MX Sports. And he is one of the few to ever win 4 straight years, 2 classes per year. And Ryder DiFrancesco now gets displaced by Matthew LeBlanc. So Matthew LeBlanc wants to go after the number 79 and put that fire out, step all over Jett Reynolds. We'll see, though. Many men have tried. There's Matthew LeBlanc in that number 2 spot. Ryder DiFrancesco, the 199, the California kid, in the number 3 spot. Kid's got a really cool marketing strategy behind him. He's sponsored by Kevin Harvick Enterprises, or KHE. So he gets a lot of help from a bunch of really cool out-of-sport companies. A lot of exposure for him. A really unique talent, great on the microphone, funny kid, has been winning for a long time. A lot of expectations coming from Kawasaki Monster Energy, Jimmy Johns. And he is now getting it from Hayden Deegan, who is another of these young up-and-comers. His social media presence alone is it's staggering. He'll put a video out there and he'll get 100,000 people looking at it. I think he backflipped a 65 earlier in the year. His dad comes from that FMX world, and he is just a gnarly little kid. Cool kid, too. He is going to be a lot of fun. So right now, I think you're looking at the Wyndham, the Carmichaels, and that golden era of about 3 years there where we put a ton of talent out on the racetrack. And these 3 or 4 or 5 kids right here, they are going to all have premier rides. Some of their deals are already signed all the way through their pro ranks. I know Jett Reynolds has a deal that puts him all the way up into Mitch's truck on the pro circuit team. That's how much they think of this kid. Even at 13 years of age, they know he is going to be that guy. And absolutely, he will be. There's Jett Reynolds. He was with us last year. And everywhere he goes, he just wins. Kawasaki wanted to bring out their best, so they brought out Jett Reynolds and Ryder DiFrancesco. They've got the big factory truck here. All the mechanics here taking care of all the riders, especially these 2 young men here. Jett Reynolds in and out. That is what he just did. Looks so easy. I know we talked about this earlier in the broadcast here, but that kid is absolutely crushing these burns here, these inside ruts. There's Deegan. looking over to his left. Had some problems earlier in the race. Now remember, we've got kids between the ages of 9 and 12. So Deegan and DiFrancesco are on the low end of the age scale. Then you go up to LeBlanc and Reynolds there. They're at the top end of this age scale. They got about another year on these little bikes, and they're going to jump onto the big bikes. Oh, Jett Reynolds gets caught up in that motorcycle. How he didn't go down is beyond me. So the number 79 of Jett Reynolds out of Bakersfield, California. And Jett only 11. Matthew LeBlanc is 13. Ryder DiFrancesco on the 199 machine, he is 11 as well. So, and Deegan on that 338 machine, or 238 machine, is 9. So that's the age disparity. That's a big age disparity at that age. When you're 9 years old racing against a 13-year-old kid. A lot more developed there. There's Matthew LeBlanc out of Louisiana, different part of the country there for him. Those kids from the high desert, Bakersfield, California on the Kawasaki's. And Matthew LeBlanc slugging it out in the swamps of Louisiana. But I trust you, he gets out there and races and finds some dry dirt to train on. And LeBlanc carving up this field. So it's Jett Reynolds out front, Matthew LeBlanc in the number 2 spot. DiFrancesco is 3rd, Hayden Deegan is 4th, Mitchell Zaramba is 5th, Nico Caps is 6th, Justin Aragaki is 7th, Matt Jorgensen is 8th, Chance Hymas 9th, and Jordan Renfro rounds out your top 10, the 85 9-12. It's race number 9 on the docket, and Jett Reynolds looks over his shoulder. He'll spot that KTM rider of Matthew LeBlanc. So Jett Reynolds, again, the fastest to 8 titles at the Premier Amateur National Championship known as Loretta Lynn's. And Lucas Oil jumps on board as a great sponsor of that event coming up later on this summer. Jett Reynolds with the win. Matthew LeBlanc will finish up 2nd.